And the thing about this is it's perception, right? You look at this little image over here, right? So is it 4 planks or 5 planks? You look at one side, it looks like 4. You look at the other, it looks like 5, right? And that's something to bear in mind. You're never going to be liked by everyone. If you are, there's something seriously wrong with you because there's something weird, right? No one likes everybody. Even the most amazing people will still hate them. Tun Mahathir, some people love him, some people hate him, right? So it's just the way it is, right? So you need to get over that thing of not everybody's gonna like you, but it's more important to have people who I would rather have people who have extreme views of me rather than, have you heard of the Rebetudha? Let's move on and let's talk about Nasi Lemak and let's talk about something else, right? You don't want to have that. So having those views is important, and perception is where it's at. Okay, how do people form impressions? All the usual things, interactions with you, of course, in real life, what they read about you, etc. But importantly nowadays, it's what they see online, right? That shapes perceptions more than anything else nowadays. Unless, of course, they get to meet you in real life, etc. Right? And of course, eventually they will. Like all of us are meeting each other now, we're going to form perceptions. You may have had a perception of me before meeting me. You have one. Hopefully, they are the same and they align, right? Because that's the other important thing. It's very important to maintain that consistency between the image you're trying to portray online versus the offline persona. But we'll get into that in a bit. So, what can you do? Because a personal brand is there whether you like it or not. People have a perception of you, right? So you can do one of 3 things. You can either ignore your personal brand and just whatever, right? You can let your work speak for itself, right? And you can just let people admire you through your work, etc. And that's a good trait. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that's not important. If you've done good work over time, people will know you. Or you can shape it and start promoting it via personal branding. Now, the option that I've gone for and the option that I've urged most of you to go for is option C. Option A, don't even think about it because you shouldn't, because that's just like going on in life aimlessly. B is good, but you don't have to wait. If you've got value to add today, you don't have to wait 20 years down the road when you've done so much work that people eventually discover you. Why? If you've got the value, provide it to people today. Help people today, right? But to do that, you've got to promote yourself first, because otherwise people are not going to discover you just like that, right? There are just too many people out there for them to suddenly be aware of you. So let's go for C. So.